Hello everyone, I am Karanjan and I welcome you back on our channel Pabbly. Guys, you know New Year is already knocking on your door and it's time to throw some great parties. Now I also know all of you people must be having a long guest list. And it is not possible if someone will say you to manually send invites on WhatsApp to every guest of yours. So guys, in this video, we will learn how you can send New Year Eve's invitation on WhatsApp instantly in bulk. Now guys, let me show you how your guest will receive a WhatsApp message. So this is how your guests will receive a WhatsApp message. Every guest who are added in your database with this image, just every time the name of your guest will be changed automatically according to their information. Yes guys, this automation is possible. Let me tell you how. Now suppose you have the details of your guest captured in this particular spreadsheet in your Google Sheet. Now you want that directly from your Google Sheet, from that particular spreadsheet, you should send a WhatsApp message to every guest. So you will get the guest details from the spreadsheet and you will send invitations on WhatsApp. Guys, the automation is only possible when there will be direct connection or integration between Google Sheets and WhatsApp. Because there is no direct connection between these two applications, so in this video, I'll tell you how Pabbly Connect, which is an integration and automation software, will help us to integrate or link both of these applications together so that the automation can be possible. Guys, stay with me, watch the video till the end. Let me show you a real-time example and see by yourself how the automation can be possible. Okay guys, so as you can see on my screen, this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Now, in order to set up an automation between Google Sheets and WhatsApp, we have to create a new workflow. But before we start with the process of creating workflow, let me first tell you how you can reach to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. So all you have to do is open your browsers, come to the search engine, and here you have to search for Pabbly, pabbly.com/connect, CONNECT. Press enter and you can see on my screen, this is the landing page of Pabbly Connect. Now guys, if you are a first time user, all you have to do is click on this green button which says sign up for free and you can create your free account, completely free account in just 2 minutes guys. If you want to set up an automation between your chosen apps, it is very important to first have an account in Pabbly. So once you will create an account in Pabbly, you can easily reach to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Okay. Now we have to create a new workflow. So to create the new workflow, we have to click on this blue button which is given at the right corner and a mini box will emerge in front of you. Now it is asking us to name our workflow. So guys, let me name my workflow as Google Sheets to WhatsApp. Okay, so I've given the name to my workflow after the two applications I'll be integrating today so that it will be easy for me to remember afterwards. Now you can give name to your workflow according to your wish. It's completely up to you. After giving the name, you have to click on this button create and you will enter the workflow. Here you have to perform the steps of integration. Okay. Now, before we start with the steps, let me first tell you guys what is this trigger and what is this action. Okay, what is this trigger and what is this action? So guys, the automation works on this concept, on these two concepts, trigger and action. Trigger is happening of an event and action is the response to it. Now in this particular case, the trigger event will be, we will collect the data of our clients from Google Sheet. So our scheduler will run over the Google Sheet and it will collect the details of our client. This is our trigger event and what is the response we want, what is the action? Automatically a WhatsApp message should be sent wishing them the New Year, sending the invites of New Year to every client who are added in our Google Sheet. So this is our response. So you understood. Trigger is happening of an event and action is the response to it. Okay. Now let's start with the process of integration. So to start with the process of integration, you have to first click on your trigger event, trigger application, come to the search field and here you have to search for scheduler. Okay. Search for scheduler. As you can see on my screen, I'll click this. Now, as soon as you will choose for scheduler, here you can see the first question it is asking us for how often you want to run your workflow. Now, if you will click this arrow, you can see three of the three of the choices given to you. First, at regular intervals, once, and every day. Now, guys, according to your wish, according to your need, you have to choose the particular field. Now, I want to send the invitations of New Year, so I have to send the message only once. So I'll select once, but you can select how many, at what intervals you have to send, how often you want to send your message. So here I'll choose one. Now comes the date and the time format. Now guys, we have to choose the date and the time. How you have to click on this calendar. You can choose the particular date on which date you want to send the message, and you have to select the time. But before that guys, please read the description what it is written. Here it is written, please insert the time in UTC plus 0 time format only. You can convert any time in a UTC format time here. Now guys, there is a difference between UTC and the Indian Standard Time. Now, Indian Standard Time is 5 hours 30 minutes ahead from UTC time, okay, coordinated time. Now, how you can see the UTC and the Indian time? What you have to do, open your Google browser and simply search for UTC time in India, okay. Here you can see India is 5 hours 30 minutes ahead of coordinated universal time. Now, if you click on the first search which has been generated in Google, you will get the details, you will get the chart, okay, the difference between UTC and the Indian Standard Time. Now let's suppose I want to send the invitation message at 11:30 a.m. So the UTC time will be 6 a.m. okay. So what I'll do, I'll go back to Pabbly and here I'll select the time as 6 in the morning, okay, 6 a.m. So what is the Indian time? At what time in India the message will be sent? At 11:30 am. Okay, so now I'll click on save. We have selected the date and the time, and as you can see on my screen, the scheduler has been updated successfully, guys. Now come down to your next application. We will choose our next application to integrate. Now guys, we have successfully updated the scheduler. Scheduler will run over spreadsheet. I have already told you scheduler will run over this spreadsheet. So it is important to first integrate this particular spreadsheet here in Pabbly Connect. So what you will do, come to the search field of your action application and type Google Sheets here. You can see on my screen, click this. Now comes the action event field. So you will click this arrow and you can see the various action event. Now I want to choose this particular action event, which is get rows. Here it is written, retrieves rows from the sheet based on the specified range. So I'll click on this and now I'll click on connect. So a mini window will emerge in front of you asking for two options, add new connection and select existing connection. Now guys, because you are setting up the connection for the first time, so you will click on add new connection and now you will click on connect with Google Sheets. Okay, I'll enter with this particular account and now Pabbly is asking me for my permission. So guys, your data is completely safe and secure with Pabbly. You need not to worry about your privacy and you can freely press continue. So I'll press continue here. And you can see I've been successfully authorized in back to my workflow. So now Google Sheets is successfully integrated with our Pabbly Connect account. Now here comes the first field which we have to select, which is select spreadsheet. So guys, we have to select this particular spreadsheet, which is client list here in Pabbly Connect. How? You have to click this arrow and in the scroll down you can see the various spreadsheet which are there in my Google Sheet account. Let me show it to you. So all of these sheets which are there in my Google Sheet account can be seen here in the scroll down. Now our particular spreadsheet which we have to integrate was client list. So I'll select this client list, okay, and it will be successfully mapped. Now let me enter the client list here also. Okay, so this is the particular sheet we integrated here. Now the selected sheet, it is written sheet 1 because here in the spreadsheet we only have one sheet, sheet 1, so it will automatically select the selected sheet. Now comes the range, guys. Please give your pure attention here. This is very important, okay. So I'll tell you what is range, but first read here what it is written. Enter range of the sheet A2 to D2. Now guys, range is nothing but it is just the start point and the end point. Let me explain it to you. So this is our Google Sheet. This is our spreadsheet from where the scheduler will run. Scheduler will start running from this column, okay, this column and row, which is A2, okay. A is the column and 2 is the row. always whenever the scheduler will start running, it will start from current gen because this is our first customer. Okay, so it will start from A2. So this is our start point. I'll simply write A2 here. Okay, now I'll put double dots. I'll go back to my sheet. Now the endpoint should be supposed to be this, where Rupesh Kumar's number end, which is C8. Okay, so I can write C8 here for the endpoint, but guys, if I'll fix the endpoint, if I'll write C8 here, then afterwards, if I want to add some of the details of my client, some extra clients of mine, the scheduler will start from current gen. It will always end at Rupesh Kumar because we have fixed the start point and the end point. So start point will remain the same always, but end point can vary according to the details if we are adding. So what I am suggesting here, don't fix the row of your endpoint, just fix the column. Okay, so we will take the endpoint as C. So it will start from the scheduler will start from A2 and it will check the last value in the C column wherever it will end, and it will see the last detail and accordingly it will stop. Okay, so what we will do, we will select the endpoint as C. So this is our range. Okay, now we will click on save and send test request and we will see the responses, how they will appear in the screen. Okay guys, you can see the responses now. Here you have got the responses of every client who are added in your Google Sheet. Now here's one problem, because we have only 8 clients added in our Google Sheet account. Okay, so here you can see one by one you have got all the details of the client. But guys, if we have hundreds and thousands of clients in our Google Sheet, it will be impossible to see every detail of the client in the responses because the list of responses will go up pretty long. Okay, so what I'm suggesting you here, right now we have got the responses in simple format. Unbutton this simple response and now click on save and send test request one more time. Now the responses which you will get on the screen will be in the collective format. Let me show it to you how. Okay, now you can see on my screen, this is how we have got the responses. We have got the responses in the collective format. So this shows we have successfully done our second step also, which is integration of Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, guys. Now we will move on to our third step. So to move on to our third step, we have to come down and click on this plus sign. Excuse me, guys. Okay, now comes the next step to integrate. Here we have to search for iterator. Okay, search for iterator. Now guys, what is iterator and why we are putting iterator in our third step? Let me tell it to you, but first guys, read the description what it is written here. It is written, the response includes the first expanded data set as values which can be mapped in further steps. At the time of workflow execution, it will process all the values one by one. Okay, now guys, we have got the responses in the collective format. We have to send the messages to our clients. Okay, now I want to send the messages to my clients one by one. Okay, one by one from the array format. That's why I'm using iterator here. Now when I'll click on save and send test request, I'll get the responses of my first client. Okay, which is current gen. I'll get the details of current gen, the name, the email ID and the number here. Okay, now why I'm extracting the details of my first client? Because it will help me to get mapped in further step. So I'll tell you what is mapping of data and how it will help us further in our step. Right now you have to click on save and send test request and we will see the responses, how it will appear in our on my screen. So you can see on my screen we have got the number, the email ID and the name of our first client. So we have successfully done our third step, also updated iterator in our workflow. Come down to our last and final step, click on the plus sign, and guys, here we will search for 360 dialog. Okay, now this is the last step, why we are integrating 360 dialog with Pabbly Connect in order to send messages to our client on WhatsApp. Now you people will get confused why we are using 360 dialog here. Why not we are integrating WhatsApp directly? So the problem is WhatsApp does not allow you to send messages directly. For that we have to use another software which is API of WhatsApp. So 360 dialog is one of the API of WhatsApp which we are using here. So what you have to do, you have to search for 360 dialog as you can see on my screen. Click this. Okay. Now a new field of action event will emerge in front of you. If you will click this arrow, you can see the various action events. I want to choose this particular action event, which is send template message. So I'll choose this and now I'll click on connect. A mini window will emerge in front of you asking for two options, add new connection and select existing connection. Guys, because you are setting up the connection for the first time, so we will click on add new connection. Now comes the API key and the domain. So two fields have emerged in front of us, which will ask you to fill the values in particular field. So first read the description, guys. Here it is written, enter API key. Here you can create API key in your 360 dialog account. Log into your 360 dialog account, move to WhatsApp account page from the left sidebar and click on generate API key button. Okay. And in the domain it is written, enter the domain here which you will get while generating the API key. Example waber.360dialog.io. Now guys, I am telling you again and again why descriptions are important, because it will help us to find out from where you have to find the next value or the next step what you have to do. So don't worry, right now I am here so I can show you how practically you have to find the API key and the domain. So guys, I'll take you to my account on 360 dialog. Now this is my account on 360 dialog. Don't get confused, listen to me. If you are in doubt how I have reached to my account on 360 dialog or how I have created my account on 360 dialog. So guys, for this we have created a different video and I have added the link of that video in my description box. Please go and check the video. It is a very simple video and it is a very simple process how you can create the account, your own account in 360 dialog. Okay, it is a very useful account, okay, I must say. Now I have added one more link in my description box. If you will go through that link, guys, you can avail the services of this particular application 360 dialog at very affordable price instead of the usual price they charge. Don't forget to go and check both of the link, guys. Now let me show it to you from where you can find the API key. So come to your left corner here, three options are given to you. Click on the WhatsApp account. Now come to your right corner below. Here's a blue button is given which says generate API key. Now listen to this information very carefully, guys. You have to click this button of generate API key once, okay? And your API key and the domain will be generated here. Now this process is a one-time process. You need not to do it again and again. Okay, you have to just click here once, your API key and the domain will be generated. Copy the API key, go back to Pabbly, paste it here, then come copy the domain, go back to Pabbly and paste it here. Okay, simple. Now you will click on save and you will be successfully authorized back to your workflow. Now I have told you this is a one-time process, so I have already generated my API key and the domain and I have already set up an connection, so I won't be using add new connection here. I'll be going with select existing connection. But guys, this is a very simple process. Let me tell you one more time. All you have to do is click on generate API key, your API key and the domain will be generated. Copy the API key and the domain and paste it here accordingly. Click on save and you will be successfully authorized and back to your workflow. Simple, guys. Now let me select existing connection and I'll click on save. Let it load for a second, guys. And you can see we have successfully integrated WhatsApp by 360 dialog account on our screen in our workflow. Okay. Now comes the template. The first field, it is asking us for the template. So if you'll click this arrow, you can see the various templates. Okay. All the templates which are there in my 360 dialog account. Let me show it to you what is template. I was coming on that. Okay. So 360 dialog, this is our account. We are back to our account. Come to the left corner again. Click on WhatsApp. So this page will open. Now besides generate API key, it is written show details. Click on show details and three options will be given on the top. Click on templates and you can see all of the templates, guys. Here you can see all of the templates which are there in my 360 dialog account. Now let me show you the particular template. Okay, so this is our particular template, New Year invites, because we are sending New Year invites to our clients. Okay, let me show it to you, guys. You can read template as nothing but just the body of SMS which will be sent to our customers and client. Let me read it out for you. Here it is written, hello one, we are having a New Year's party and you are invited. Please join us for an elegant gathering to ring in the new year. Happy New Year to regards, Pabbly. Now guys, you must be thinking, why are these numbers given here in double boxes? So let me tell you, these numbers are nothing but they are just the body of SMS which will be keep changing according to the details of our customer. Now in place of number 1, the name of our customer will come. Okay, so let me show it to you. If we will enter the name of our customer in body field 1, you will see automatically the number will change to its original value. Let me show it to you. So the name of our customer is Karan Jain. You can see as soon as I have entered the details, the value in body field 1, the number has changed to its original value. Same goes with all of the variables. Okay, so this is just for an example I was showing it to you. Now let me show it to you how you can create your own template, guys. So go up. Okay, here at the right corner you can see a blue button is given to you for add templates. Click here and the format of template will appear in front of you. Now you can name your template from here. You can select the particular language, in which language you want the format of, the body of SMS. You can find all the languages here. And now you have to type the body of SMS finally, which you want to send to your customer. Now pay attention here, guys. After creating the template, you have to click on preview and submit. Guys, after you will create the template, you have to send the template for approval process. The approval process is done by Facebook and the approval process takes from 2 hours to 2 days. If I'll tell you in general, the approval process will be done within 1 day. But guys, it is very important to first create the template and then send it for approval, because without the approval process, you cannot use your template. Let me show it to you on my screen. Here, if you can see, all my templates are approved. All my templates are approved. That's why I can use these templates in my workflow. Now I have shown you the particular template, New Year invites. I want to map that particular template in my Pabbly Connect account. Once again, how I'll map? I'll click on the arrow and simply I'll search for the template here. So our template name was New Year invite. So I'll choose this particular template. Now guys, let it load for a second, then I'll tell you. You don't have to do anything with these two fields, namespace and language code. These fields will be automatically be filled up. You need not to do anything. Now in the language code, it is written EN. EN is the code for English, guys. Now if I'll take you back to my 360 dialog account, here under the language section, it is written EN, EN, EN. So this shows that all our templates are in the English language. So this field will be automatically be filled up. Now comes the recipient mobile number, guys. So we have to map the number of our client and customer. Before that, let me go up and one more time, let's read the description of iterator. It is written, the response includes the first expanded data set as value, which can be mapped in further steps. Okay, so we have got the responses of our first client, which will be mapped in further steps. Now comes the mapping of data. Let me tell you what is mapping of data, guys. If you will click on the field, the scroll down will appear in front of you. Now in the scroll down, you can see the responses of Google Sheet and the iterator. Now here we have to map the number of our first client. If we have to map the number of our first client, we cannot map the number from the responses of Google Sheet. If I'll map here, you can see all of the details will be mapped. So that's why we have used an iterator. So in the iterator, we have got the details separately and I have to map the number of our client. So I'll simply map the number. I'll click on the number and it will be mapped. Now, before we go further, please read the description. Again, it is written, enter the recipient mobile number with country code +91. So we have put 91, but we haven't put plus sign. So guys, it is very important to read the description, because if you won't fill up the values in proper format, Pabbly won't accept the values and then it will show you some error. Okay. Now comes the header image. Now guys, this field here, we have to add the link of the image which you want to send to your clients with the message. So I want, when the clients will receive the WhatsApp message, image should be attached with the message in the WhatsApp. So what I have done, I have copied the link of the image which I want to send. This is very simple, guys. Randomly, whichever image you want to send to your customer, like you want to send a New Year image to your customer, copy the link of the image and simply paste it here. This is a very simple process. Now comes the body field, guys. So in the body field, in first, it is written example Sujata Ahiyar. So here we have to map the name of our customer. How? Again, click on the field, go to the responses of iterator and click on the name. So it will be mapped successfully. And in the body field too, in the example, it is written 2022. So we are entering in 2022. So I'll enter 2022 here. This is the year. And now I'll click on save and send test request. Before that, guys, please let's recheck if we have filled up all the fields. Yes, we have successfully filled up all the fields. Now we will click on this save and send test request. Before that, let me go to WhatsApp and let me delete this message. Okay. So we can clearly see if the new message will appear here or not. Okay. So we'll go back to Pabbly and I'll click on save and send test request. We'll see the responses, guys. Let it load for a second. So guys, there is no error. It is showing to us. As you can see, the status is stable. Now we'll go to WhatsApp and you can clearly see a message has just arrived for Karanjan. With the image we have attached, okay, here you can see it is written, "Hello Karanjan, we are having a New Year's party and you are invited. Please join us for an elegant gathering to ring in the New Year. Happy New Year 2022, regards Pabbly." Now guys, I cannot show you different WhatsApp web at the same time and how all of the customers will receive the message. But trust me, this is for an example. I have shown it to you. Here we have mapped the name of Karanjan. Automatically, one by one, all of your customers who are added in the Google Sheet will receive the same message on their WhatsApp. Just enter the details of your customer correctly and they will definitely get the message automatically one by one, guys. So you have seen how perfectly the integration has worked. Now let me show it to you one more time how the workflow, what we did in our workflow. So we have created a very simple workflow of just 4 steps. First, we updated scheduler. We have updated the scheduler which will run over this Google Sheet. Then we have integrated Google Sheet, okay, the particular Google Sheet where we have captured our customer details. Then we have updated iterator. Why? Because we have to extract the details of our first client, as well as I want to send the messages to my customers one by one from the array format. So it was important to update iterator here. And finally, we have integrated 360 dialog to send the messages to our clients on WhatsApp. Why? Because WhatsApp does not allow you to send the messages directly. For that, we have to use another software, which is one of the APIs of WhatsApp. So here we have used 360 dialog. So guys, you have seen the video. Now I'll add the link of the same workflow in my description box. So you can click on the link and you can directly clone the same workflow into your free Pabbly Connect account. Guys, don't forget to go and check the link. Guys, before you leave, let me tell you, not only just these applications, but you can integrate tons of other applications by using Pabbly Connect. If you want to contact us, this is our email address, admin@pabbly.com. If you have any further queries, you can always visit to this website. And guys, if you really liked our video, please don't forget to like, share and hit the subscribe button. It will really keep us boosted and we will keep providing you such videos. Thank you.